My name is Sharvan Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. My today topic is file handling in C. So, first of all, what is file? A file is a collection of related data that computer treat as a single unit. So, file is basically we store on secondary storage so that the content of the file remain intact when computer shut down. So, when computer reads a file, it copy the file from the storage device to the memory. When it write to the file, it transfer data from memory to the storage device. C use a structure called file, which is defined in stdio.h to store the attribute of the file. So, C programming language support two type of files. So, that are first is our text file, or we can say ASCII file. Second is the binary file. The text file or ASCII file, the file that contain a ASCII code of data like digits, alphabets and symbols is called text file or ASCII files, while the binary files, the file that contain in the form of bytes 0 or 1 will be called binary file. Generally, the binary files are compiled version of text files. So, these are the 4 steps for a file processing in C. First of all, we have to create a stream via pointer variable using the file structure, that is file star p. So, file is basically predefined word to define the structure, and pointer is going to define that file type. So, second we open the file, associated the stream, name with the file and file name. Third, read or write the data from the file. Once we do all kind of job, then we have to close the file. The basic operation for files are, we will open the file. For that, fopen function will be used to open a file, which specify how it's opened. For read or write operation and type of the file, we will specify for the file. Second is the fclose. Fclose, once we are done with the file operation, then we close the open file. Third, we will use fread, reading data from the file, fwrite, writing data to the file, fseek or fset position, that move a file pointer to somewhere in the file. ftell or fgetPos will tell where the file pointer is located. So, these are the file operations we used in file manipulation. So, the file mode can be 3 types. One is read mode, write mode and append mode. Read mode will be defined by R. W means write mode, we open the file in the write mode. A for append, open that file in the append mode. Once we define the R as a mode, in that case the open file will be in the reading mode. If the file exists, the marker is positioning at the beginning of the file. If file does not exist, then it will return an error. So, we will check by this whether the file exists or not. Second mode is W mode. W means open the file in the write mode. If the file exists, it will be erased. If file does not exist, it will be created. Third is the append mode. Append, the open file is in the appended mode. If the file exists, the marker is positioned at the end of the file. If the file does not exist, then it will be created. We will use all kind of these mode once we are going with some example. Also, we can use some more open mode like R plus, W plus and A plus, means a plus symbol is associated with these mode. Once we are opening with R plus mode, in that case open for reading and writing starting at the beginning. If we are using W plus, in that case we are open for reading and writing or overwriting that file. A plus means we are open or reading or writing for in the append if file exists. First operation we are going to use using F function, F open is file open. The file open function serve two purposes. First, it make the connection between the physical file and the stream. Second, it create a program file structure to store the information, so C needs to process that file. So the file pointer will be defined as F open, where it will define two arguments. First will be the file name and second one will be the mode. How we are going to use it? Let us see this. First we are defining file as a pointer, then FP pointer equal to F open file name, my file with extension and a mode, any kind of mode, that will be append mode, write mode or read mode. We will define as a second argument for that file. It is up to us what kind of mode we are going to define. Here the file name with extension will tell this file will be created on the default folder where your compiler is having. If we are using Turbo C, in that case the file will be created in bin folder. If we are using another default folder, the file will be created there. Also we can define the location where we want to create our file. For that we again write this kind of statement again by this way: F open file pointer equal to C, my C drive, next file name, my text file .txt with I am writing in the W mode. Now this file will be open, will be created in C drive, and this will be my file name, this will be my extension, and that will be the opening mode for that file. Second, now more on file open function. So file mode tells C how the program will use the file. Second, the file name indicates the system name and the location of the file. We can assign the return value of F open to our file pointer variable. So whatever I have defined in previous slide, that is that I have done in this syntax. More on file open, how we are going to see this? We are defining our header file. The file function is defined, so that we are going to include stdio.h. Then we have used the main. We have defined the variable for the file. After the file, we are opening that file with file name and extension with that mode. Here this will be the external file name, and last we are going to end that file. It means the file is open in that particular default directory or default folder where we are working on. Earlier I have told you कि if we are using Turbo C, in that case the file will be created in bin folder, or otherwise if we are using new type of compiler, in that case it will be open in default folder. Next, once we are done with the file, it is our responsibility to close that file. For closing that file, we have to use fclose function, and we have to define that variable value or we can say argument which file we have created. Like here we have created sp data as a file pointer, so we have to close. We don't write here star, means asterisk will not be there. So once we finish with this mode, we need to close the file before ending the program or beginning another mode with that same file. So we use fclose function. But we use fclose function, and the pointer variable will be the fclose, that file pointer variable. Next is fprint. As we are going to define our print function on whatever we have done on the console, same we can define with the fprint. Fprint is used to print content in the file instead of a standard output console. So the fprint function having 3 arguments. First is the file pointer, second is the string whichever we are going to define, and third is the variable we have to use here. So for example, we have defined first variable integer type I equal to 12, float x value is the 2.356, second third is the character variable that define s. Now we have to open the file with file pointer, and fopen equal to fopen function will open the file out.txt in the write mode, and we have to define fprint. What we have to define fprint file pointer, that file pointer. What we are going to define? We are defining these three variables in the file. First, as we know that is integer, we have to define with %d. Second is our float, we have to define with float %f string. Next is the character, we have to define with %c. So we have to define their variable name I, x and h, ch. All these value will be stored in our file. As a define here, we have to use either we have to define string or we have to define variable to store that variable in the file. Next is the fscan. Fscan is the use to read formatted input from the stream. So how we are going to define? As we have store in the file, save in the file, we have to use fscan. Fscan is the file pointer, string variable and identifier. So same example we are going to apply file pointer fp. The file fp is fp equal to fopen. Fopen we are opening the input text file in the reading mode. Not we are using w mode, we are using reading mode. After that we have defined int I, where the int I will contain whatever the value we are going to store in that file. From the file it will be stored in the I. So the file pointer will return this value to that particular stream. Next is getC. So getC gets the next character from the specified stream and advance the position indicator of the stream. So the syntax is identifier, getC function and the file pointer. So here we are using same file pointer fopen input text in the reading mode. We are opening the file input text in the reading mode. After that we have used character ch as a character type, and we are getting ch equal to getC fp, means we are using to stream that character variable in the particular file. Next is putC, that write single character to the output file pointed by the fp. Instead of if we are going to point it, if we are using that write that single character to the output file, we use what? We use putC. So putC file pointer, we are defining the file pointer. After that character type of variable ch is defined. Next putC will be defined variable value variable and that particular file. Next important concept is end of the file. end of the file will indicate the ending position of that file. There is a number of ways to test the end of the file condition. Another way is to use to return by the fscanf function. So we are defining file pointer. In this syntax we are going to tell file star fptr1. Here we are defining the status. This status means if it takes boolean value, either it will be 0 or it will be 1. So I status equal to fscan file pointer that indicate the string variable, that integer value, whether it will be 0 or it will be 1. So that particular variable. So if I status is equal to f end of file, what we are doing, end of file means f whatever we are getting from ptr1, in that case what it will print, end of the file is encountered. Otherwise if this condition is true, in that case we are end of the file, otherwise that is file is currently not at the end of the file. Next is the reading and writing files. So in this example we have defined standard input output, we are using standard input output header file. Next main function is defined. We have two pointer for file variable, one is output file, second is in file. So integer integer b equal to 5. Next f, we are defining a declaring a variable, but we are not using here. Next float type of variable a is there, we are using value 13.72, c is 6.68, e and g two variable we will use later on, that is of float type. Now out file, we are opening that file, f open, file name is test data in the write mode. Once the file will be open in write mode, we are using fprint function to write that file. We use out file, defining that variable means float, here the value of a, here the value of b, and here the value of c, that is defining in that file. Now we are using fclose function to close that file. Now we are opening next using that in file pointer, here in file equal to f open test data in the read mode, that same file will be open in the read mode function. So fscan will be used, here we are using fprint, here we are using fscan in file, that variable string %f, %d and %f for variable value e, f and g. Now we are going to print on the standard console. So for console we are using printf function, not fprintf, we are using printf function. So we are using printf function, the value what we will get a value, what we are going to define, whatever we are going to define here, or whatever we are going to provide here. Suppose I am giving the value 5, b value a value is 15, b value is 5 and c value is 6.68, and here in the we are getting the output, the value of a equal to 15, b value is equal to 5 and c value equal to 6.68. Again we are getting the value of e, f and g, e, f and g. Here we are defining the value of e, f and g. Suppose I am giving 7.7, 4 and 3.8, and we are getting the value e, f and g here. Next example, here we are going to open that file and we are getting the file value file character one by one, and till the operation is performed once we are not encountered with end of the file. How we are going to do it? We are defining standard input output as a header file, we are including that file. After that, we are using conio.h. In new compiler, we don't need to write this thing, still we can use it. So we have used conio.h. Next main function is starting here. We are defining character ch. Now we are using *fp as a file pointer, and we are opening the file in a read mode. Now till the end of the file, what is going to encounter? File end of file means file pointer. Till it is encountered, we have to read all the file. So what we use? Character type. We use getC function for file pointer. Each file pointer will return each character one by one, and we are going to print that character. So this file, the whole file will be read by character. Once we at the end of the file, we are closing that, we are end of the file and we are exit out. So that is the example how we take output from the file character by character. Next function, we are using fread function. So fread function read a specific number of equal size data item from the input stream into a block. So the syntax will be size, that is the size t, fread function that takes pointer type of variable, also the size, next file and the stream. PTR represent the point to a block into which data is read. Size is the length in which item read in bytes. N is the number of item read, and stream is the file pointer. Here is the example how we are going to read that file. So we are using again file pointer, character buffer size, we are using array of character type having 11 elements. Next, if file pointer equal to fopen, that file into read mode, in that case fread buffer 1 to 1, 10 and f. For buffer 10 value equal to 0, then it will be file close. The first 10 character of the file of the buffer will be read out. Next is the fwrite function. Fwrite function will append a specified number of equal size of data item to the output file. So the syntax is size underscore t fwrite. Here the arguments will be the constant type of void star ptr, size type of size underscore t of n, and file stream for file pointer star stream. So ptr will return pointer to any object, the data written begin at the pointer, size will the length of each item of data, n is the number of data item to be appended, and stream equal to file pointer. Here see the example. Here the example says same defined, we have the array with value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 9, and 10th variable is 10th value is a. Now we have opened the file. File name is project.txt in the write mode. So we use fwrite a, 1, 10, fs. This thing we have used here, and we use fclose function. So these all value will be write into the file. We means that is appended into the file, means the value 1 to up to 9 and a will be appended in that particular file. Next is fseek function. There will be two functions. One is fseek, very important to tell the position where the file pointer exists. The function was the fseek. The fseek function sets the file position, indicates for the stream pointed by the stream. So we can say that seeks is a specified place within the file and to modify it. So it If we use seek underscore set, means seek at the beginning of the file. If seek underscore cur means current position of the we are seeking. If seek underscore end is there, we are seeking the end of the file. So once we are going to use it, how we are going to use it? See here, we are opening a file, we are defining a file pointer and opening file in the write mode. Here we are defining f puts hello world in that particular file, f seek f comma that position, and we are using f set. F set means beginning of that file. So that is f seek current or end. So f puts India comma f. So we are going to close that file. So the value that particular hello world will be stored at the beginning of that file, means checking that file. Next is ftell. Ftell return the current position for input and output of the file. So offset value will be the ftell and the file pointer. So how we are going to use it? We are using here, we are defining the file star stream as a file pointer and stream equal to f open. So we have to test that file and we have to define the f stream. Thank you.